students, welcome back to our Practical English program. I'm your host teacher, Joy Tsai. Today we are going to talk about a very fascinating article on UFO. And we are so honored to invite Mike Young to be with us. He's a part-time English teacher in college, and also he's a retired Air Force colonel. Let's welcome Mike.
Hello, beautiful Joy.
Hello.
Well, good to be back after all this year. How are you, audience, everyone?
So what does UFO stand for?
UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object.
Right. There's something we don't know flying up there, so that's called UFO. And you are very interested in these issues, right?
Yes, certainly. Indeed, it is very fascinating, and I think people are more interested in some strange thing in the world. Mm-hmm. And whether you believe it or not, the phenomena of UFO do exist, and it's surrounding us. So you will find out whether it's true or not.
Okay, let's get to the first paragraph. When you look up at the starry sky, have you ever wondered?
当你仰望着天空的星辰，你是否曾怀疑？
Are we the only intelligent creature in the universe?
难道我们是宇宙间唯一具有智慧的生物吗？
When people talk about UFOs, do you believe in them?
当人们谈起 UFO 时，你相信它们存在吗？
The term UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object or Flying Saucer,
UFO 一词是指不明飞行物或飞碟，
referring to a suspected alien spacecraft or any unexplained area phenomena.
以指令人怀疑的外星人、太空船或任何无法解释的空中现象。
In fact, UFO sightings have been recorded in human history and in various parts of the world.
事实上，在人类的历史上及世界的许多地方都有目击 UFO 的记录，
raising questions on whether there are lives on other planets and whether extraterrestrials ETs have visited Earth.
引起是否在其他的星球上有生命的存在，以及是否曾有外星人造访过地球的疑问。
The UFO-related reports nowadays have become hot issues and inspired the release and publishing of numerous films and books.
如今与 UFO 相关的报道已成为热门的议题，并鼓舞许多有关影片与书籍的发行与出版。
Teacher Mike,
Yes.
do you believe that there are some other aliens in the universe?
Universe is so big, and our Earth is so tiny.
Right.
So I do believe in the millions of stars and planets, there must be some of the planet that have some life or creature there.
Yeah, I think so too, because the universe is so huge, right? And there are so many things we don't know yet about many things. And it's so big, so I think we are not alone. We are not alone, but it depends on what kind of creatures they are, right? If you feel that happy, or how kind of feeling will you have if you know that there are aliens around us?
Well, I will be very excited if I meet or encounter some aliens. But the question is, I would like to find out whether they are our friends or enemy.
Yeah, that's right. That's very important. Maybe they are hostile.
Yes.
Then we will be eaten, right?
I will be in trouble.
Yeah,
trouble.
that's true. That's true. Okay, let's get to the vocabularies. Intelligent, adjective.
有才智的、聪明的、明智的、有理性的。
The child made a very intelligent comment.
那孩子做了很有见地的评论。
Creature, noun.
生物、动物。
Snail is a very simple creature.
蜗牛是很简单的生物。
Universe, noun.
宇宙。
Is there intelligent life elsewhere in the universe?
宇宙中其他的地方存在有智慧的生命吗？
UFO, unidentified flying object.
UFO
Several UFO sightings have been reported.
已经接到了数个发现不明飞行物体的报告。
Saucer, none.
茶碟，
She gave the cat a saucer of milk.
他给猫一小碟牛奶。
Suspect, ver.
已有察觉，
The tiger suspected danger and ran away.
老虎意识到危险，便逃跑了。
Suspect, 当它当是动词的时候，它会在第二音节，但是它也可以当作嫌疑犯。Suspect, 它会在第一音节。Our next word, alien, noun.
外星人，
Mary said she saw an alien before.
玛丽她说她之前看过外星人。
Spacecraft, noun.
太空船、航天器，
Spacecraft are vehicles used for flight in outer space.
太空船是用于太空飞行的交通工具。
Unexplained, adjective.
未经说明的、未经解释的、未经讲解的。
He was shot dead earlier this year in unexplained circumstances.
他在今年早些时候莫名其妙的被人开枪打死了。
Area, adjective.
航空的、飞机的、由飞机进行的。
Meanwhile, the massive aerial bombardment of military targets continued unabated.
同时，对于军事目标的大规模空袭仍在猛烈的进行。
Phenomenon, noun.
现象，
The employment problem tends to be a city phenomenon.
就业问题常常是一个城市的现象。phenomenon 这个字呢，就英文的解释是 existing things that can be seen, felt, tasted, especially something unusual or interesting. 所以我们用 phenomenon 这个字来形容很怪异的飞行器，也就是讲 UFO。
Record, noun.
记录、
Record, verb.
录制，
The record of communications can be an evidence in the court.
这沟通的记录可以当作呈堂证据。
同学们，这边有几个字呢？它都是同样的情形，它在名词跟动词看起来拼音是一样的，但是它的重音不同。举例来讲 ，record 是名词 ，record 它第二音节是动词，还有 suspect 名词 ，suspect 动词 ，import export 啊，这些字都是一样的用法。Okay, next one, various, adjective.
各种不同的、各种各样的。
The author gave various reasons for having written the book.
作者给出了写那本书的各种理由。
Raise, verb.
提出、发出，
None of them raised any objection.
他们谁也没有提出反对意见。
Raised here, it can be something raised up, like they raise up a flag, or you ask your boss to give you a raise, 帮你加薪，也可以用 raise 这个字。Okay, next one, planet, noun.
行星，
The planets move around the sun.
行星绕着太阳转。
Extraterrestrial, adjective.
外星球的，
Have you ever heard of things on extraterrestrial beings?
你曾经听过外星人的事情吗？
这个地方呢，其实这个字不太容易念，对不对？所以同学们通常可以听到最简单的叫 E.T. That was a film by Steve Spielberg back to 20 or 30 years ago. And the famous line is, E.T. wants to go home. E.T. 其实就是外星人的意思。Issue, noun.
话题、问题、争论、争议，
They have published a lot of new books on international issues.
他们已经出版了很多论述国际问题的新书。
Inspire, verb.
鼓舞、激励、驱使。
His speech inspired us to try again.
他的演讲鼓舞了我们再做尝试。
Release, noun.
发行、发表、发行的书或电影，发布的通讯稿、新闻稿等。
The film is scheduled for release next month.
该片定于下月发行。
Publish, verb.
出版、发行。
The publishing house has published 5 dictionaries.
这家出版社已出版了5部字典。
Numerous adjective.
许多的，很多的。
They encountered numerous difficulties in conducting the experiment.
他们在做这项实验时碰到了许多困难。
We have some phrases here. Refer to.
把什么什么归类于什么，或者把什么东西属于什么东西。
Botanists refer this flower to the rose family.
植物学家将这花归入蔷薇科。
In fact,
事实上，实际上，
in fact, no one knows how the pyramids were built.
事实上，没有人知道金字塔是如何建成的。
Now we have a key point. UFO.
不明飞行物体是下面3个英文字的第一个字的缩写。
Unidentified.
未辨别出的，身份不明的。
Flying.
飞行的，航空的。
Object.
物体。
Several people reported seeing a strange object in the sky.
好几个人报告说看见空中有一个奇怪的物体。
Now let's get to the second paragraph. The first well-known UFO sighting occurred in the state of Washington in 1947.
第一次著名的目击幽浮事件发生在1947年的美国华盛顿州。
When Kenneth Arnold claimed to have seen a group of 9 high-speed objects while flying his small plane.
当时，肯尼斯·阿诺先生宣称，他在飞行自己的小飞机时，看见一群9个高速飞行的物体。
He estimated the speed of the crescent-shaped objects at several thousand miles per hour.
并估计这些状似新月形的物体以几千英里的时速飞行。
And said they move like saucers skipping on water.
且描述它们移动是碟子在水面上飘掠的状态。
In the newspaper report next day, it was mistakenly stated that the objects were saucer-shaped.
第二天的报纸却错误地报道这些物体像碟子的形状。
Hence, the term flying saucer appeared.
因此，飞碟的名称就不胫而走。
So, can you tell us more about the story happened in 1947? How come it became so famous?
I think this maybe it's the first modern report of the seeing UFO
Yes.
in the human history
Yes.
after World War II.
Yes.
And it caused a lot of news coverage in
Right.
the United States. So it became very famous.
Yeah, maybe by radio too?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, at that time, because radio just invented, so it was spread out more easily.
And also after this incident occurred, in the following 2 weeks, there are also similar report about
Wow.
this flying object.
So, are you talking about Roswell incident?
Yes, similar like this.
Oh, okay, good. We will talk about that later. Okay, let's get to the vocabularies. Estimate, verb.
估计、估量。
The police estimated the number of demonstrators at about 5,000.
警方估计示威者的人数为5000左右。
Crescent, adjective.
新月形状的。
There's a brightly shining crescent room.
月亮是一弯明亮的新月。
Shape, noun.
形状、样子、外形。
The sculptor worked the clay into the shape of a woman.
雕刻家将泥土塑成一个妇女的形状。
Object, noun.
物体。
I don't know the names of the objects in this lab.
我不知道这个实验室里物件的名称。
Skip, verb.
弹跳着掠过水面。
The stone skipped over the water.
石块打着水面飘削而过。
Skip, there are lots of different words, different meanings on this word. Like I skipped the class. 翘课，你跳过了去上课。Skip the class. Or I skip a meal. I'm on diet, so I don't go to the dinner or lunch, so I skip the meal. Next one is mistakenly, adverb.
错误地被误解的。
She mistakenly believed that she could get away with not paying her taxes.
她错误地认为她可以逃避不用缴税。
Hence, adverb.
因此由此。
This is gold necklace, hence it is expensive.
这是条金项链，因此非常昂贵。
And we have some words here. Claim to.
自称、声称、主张。
She claims to be a good pianist.
她声称是位优秀的钢琴家。
Claim to 可以是一个声称的意思，但是在商业英文上面，它是一个索赔的意思。如果你订单没做好，或者是 delay， 或者是有些东西损坏了 ，then your clients can claim to get some money back. Attribute to
把某些事情因于什么，把某些事情归咎于什么。
I wouldn't dream of attributing such a lack of judgment to you.
我做梦也想不到你会如此缺乏判断力。
Attribute 其实有时候也是一种正面的 ，like I attribute this book to my dear father. 我把这本书仅限于我最爱的父亲，所以它不一定是负面的。Key points: Flying saucer.
飞碟，幽佛的旧称。
Let's get to the third paragraph. One major development of UFO history was the Roswell incident,
在幽佛史上一件重大的发展就是罗斯威尔事件，
which also took place in the United States in July 1947,
它也是发生在1947年的美国。
when an airborne object crashed on a ranch near Roswell of New Mexico.
当时一个空中飞行物体在新墨西哥州临近罗斯维尔市的附近一个牧场坠毁。
Although the crash was attributed to a secret Air Force surveillance balloon by the United States government,
虽然美国政府归咎于这次坠毁的事件是由于一个美国空军机密的侦察气球坠毁所造成，
the most popular explanation is that the object was a spacecraft with extraterrestrial beings.
但是最普遍的说法是，这个坠毁的物体是艘太空船，而且船上有外星人。
Since then, the Roswell incident has been the subject of many controversies,
自那时起，罗斯威尔事件已成为有许多争论的议题，
and conspiracy theories have arisen about this event.
而与这个事件有关的阴谋论并随之而起。
同学们 ，Roswell incident， 你可以发现它前面都是大写，这表示它是专门指这一件的特别的事件。So they talk about the controversies and conspiracies about this incident. Can you tell us more about that?
At that time, some witnesses they claim that they have seen, they did see the UFO, but the government's always trying to cover up.
Right. For what?
Maybe they are afraid that this might cause panic,
Yes.
in front of the general public.
That's right. Maybe. What about conspiracy? Maybe they are developing something we don't know.
You know, there's a rumor.
Yeah.
We heard a lot about Area 51.
Yes.
And if you find out some rumors, they said your government tried to collect, they recruit some of the UFO there and help them to develop some very important high-tech weapon,
Yes.
something like that.
It sounds mysterious.
Very, very strange, very mysterious.
Okay. Now let's get to the vocabularies. Incident, noun.
事件，
He resolved never to tell anyone about the incident.
他决定永远不跟任何人谈这件事。
Airborne, adjective.
飞行中的，
The airborne radioactive particles have covered a huge area of Russia.
透过空气传播的放射性粒子覆盖了俄罗斯广大地区。
Crash, verb.
飞机的坠毁、撞坏。
An airliner crashed in Japan last night.
昨夜一架客机在日本坠毁。
Crash means something collide. You can say that the two cars crash to each other. Or when a man loves a woman secretly, then we can say that the robber has a crush on Julia, something like that. 偷恋啊，也可以用这个字。Ranch, noun.
大牧场、大农场。
He enjoyed life on the ranch.
他在牧场日子过得很痛快。
Surveillance, none.
监视、侦查。
More banks are now installing surveillance cameras.
现在更多的银行开始安装监视录影机。
Actually, sometimes we just say there are surveillance. We will skip using the word cameras. And because of the private policy, the ladies' room, you cannot install any surveillance because it will invade your privacy. Next one, explanation, none.
说明解释。
It needs no explanation.
这无需解释。
Being, none.
生物，人。
Has anybody ever seen any beings from outer space?
有人见到过外星人吗？
Subject, none.
主题，话题。
He has read many books on the subject.
他看过许多关于这方面的书。
Controversy, none.
争论、辩论、争议。
These are the facts. They are beyond controversy.
这是一些无可争论的事实。
Conspiracy, none.
阴谋、谋叛、共谋。
I think there was a conspiracy to keep me off the committee.
我想有人搞阴谋，不让我参加委员会。
Theory, none.
学说、论说。
Darwin spent more than 20 years working on his theory of evolution.
达尔文花了20余年的时间研究他的进化论。
Arise, verb.
产生、出现、形成。
Between the co-partners, serious disagreements arose.
合伙人间产生了严重的分歧。
We have one key point here. Air Force.
空军。
An United Nations peacekeeping air force was sent to the country.
一支联合国维持和平的空军部队被派往该国。
Now let's take a look at the final paragraph. The United States military authorities announced that the debris recovered near Roswell
美国军方当局宣称，在罗斯威尔市附近发现了残骸，
was from the crash of an experimental high-altitude balloon of a top-secret program.
乃是由于某极机密计划中的一个高空实验气球坠毁所造成的。
On the contrary, many UFO proponents maintained that an alien spacecraft was found.
与此说法相反的是，许多UFO的支持者指称，残骸中发现的是一艘外星人的太空船，
And the bodies of ET were recovered.
同时并找到一些外星人的遗体。
Furthermore, the military was trying to cover up the truth.
进一步说，军方试图掩饰真相。
The Roswell incident has become a famous pop culture phenomenon,
罗斯威尔事件已成为一个著名的通俗文化现象，
making the name Roswell synonymous with UFOs.
使得罗斯威尔一词成为UFO的同义词。
No matter whether you believe it or not, the sightings of UFO will likely continue around the world.
不论你相信与否，世界各地目击UFO的事件将可能持续地层出不穷。
But if UFOs are real, are you ready or prepared for the encounter of aliens or ETs?
但倘若UFO为真，你是否已预备好或准备与外星人或外星生物接触了呢？
Teacher Mike, can you tell us some other stories about seeing UFOs, maybe in Taiwan?
Yes, I found out there's some very interesting report about UFO in Taiwan. For instance, it was reported that in May 25th, 2011, a policeman, when patrolling at Jiaminghu in Taidong, he randomly took a photo, and afterward he found out that there was an alien-like figure walking along the lake.
Really? Do you believe that?
Certainly, there's a photo there.
A photo?
Yes.
Okay. But there are lots of stories come up every day, right?
Yes. Afterward, there were also a UFO spot in south of Taiwan, and UFO figure head showing at the peak of a mountain in the south.
Okay.
So there's a constant rumor that maybe there's a UFO base in the south of Taiwan.
Maybe. Wow, that's scary.
Very interesting.
Right,
Yes, yes.
right. But you know, sometimes there are lots of fake news on the internet. Okay, people can make special effect to manipulate the film or something. So we have to be careful to distinguish which is a real, which is a fake one, right?
Well, in fact, if you input UFO in the YouTube, you will find a lot of report and video about the UFO.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's take a look at some vocabularies. Authority, noun.
官方当局，
The authorities did not interfere with us.
当局不干涉我们。
Announce, verb.
宣布发布，
The vote was completed. The chairman announced the result.
投票完毕，主席宣布了结果。
Debris, noun.
残骸，
The debris of the lost plane were floating on the sea surface.
失事飞机的残骸漂浮在海面上。
Recover, verb.
重新获得，重新找到。
Joe recovered her lost wallet.
乔寻回了丢失的钱包。
Experimental, adjective.
实验性的，试验性的，
This is an experimental form of a teaching.
这是一种实验性的教学形式。
Altitude, noun.
高度，海拔。
The plane was then flying at an altitude of 8,000 feet.
当时飞机在8000英尺的高度飞行。
Proponent, noun.
提议人，支持者，
He is one of the leading proponents of capital punishment.
他是死刑的主要支持者之一。Proponent 这个字很有意思，大家注意到它的字头啊 ，prefix 这个 pro 这个字呢是赞成的意思。我们常常会听到说 pros and cons， 就是赞成跟反对的意见，所以这个字大家可以记得。
Maintain, verb.
坚持、主张、断言。
He maintains that he once saw a UFO.
他坚称自己曾看见过飞碟。
Culture, noun.
文化，
He has studied the cultures of various Western countries.
他研究了各西方国家的文化。
Synonymous, adjective.
同义的，同义词性质的。
The words annoyed and irritated are more or less synonymous.
这两个词几乎是同义的。
And then synonymous， 我们的意思是说它是同义的，譬如说 crazy、insane、banana、cuckoos、nuts 啊，这些都是同义词。同学们有时候要记一些同义词跟反义词啊，你的 vocabulary 就可以增加的很快。Encounter, verb.
意外的遇见朋友或是事情等等。
The first person she encountered was Stanley.
他遇到的第一个人是 Stanley。
We have phrase here. On the contrary,
不是什么，而是什么，正好相反。
I did not go to London. On the contrary, I went to Paris.
我没有去伦敦，而是去了巴黎。
Cover up.
掩盖，
How can you cover up your mistake?
你怎么能把自己的错误掩盖起来呢？
We have one key point here. Pop culture.
流行文化
Jerry likes pop music.
，Jerry 喜欢流行音乐。
Students, it's about time to end this article. Do you find this article interesting? Next time when you are looking at the starry sky, if you find any UFOs, please let us know. And our next chapter will be chapter 18, Formosa. Until then, I hope that we can see you again next time. See you. Bye.
Bye. See you.